Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Greg Marshall, and I'm here with
Dr. Cameron Garber with Body Smart.
yes, and Cameron's going to go ahead and ask me a few questions on business, on how to grow your business, and I'm gonna go ahead and answer them for you.
Perfect.
With the strategies that I would use. So
okay, so I'm a small business, so I'm a single practitioner, physical therapist who wants to spend most of my day treating patients, not on social media. Even though I know it's critical, it's a great way to interact with my clients. I've really had a good, opportunity and run with that, with connecting with my clients in that way. But how do I go from just me and zero marketing budget and really not a ton of time to building up enough that I can develop a marketing budget and all that?
Gotcha. So great question. So I get asked this actually quite often, and I've had tons of clients in this situation. And I've had many startups, so I've started from zero as well.
Right.
So I know how price sensitive and time sensitive people are when you're in this stage.
Yeah, definitely.
And so what I recommend is first start with your previous clients, people who have paid you before, or even family or friends who may possibly be interested in what you have to offer. And then what I would do is start to cash flow that audience. And what I mean by cash flow is you want to try to sell them. They're going to be the easiest sales for you. So you want to sell them on maybe a prepaid package for a year or 6 months or something that kind of brings in more cash for you. And then once you do that, you're going to take that money, take a percentage of that, and start using that to build up your audience and build up your marketing campaigns.
Nice.
And then that's how you can scale. So start with the easiest people to sell first. Instead of trying to find new people, focus on the people who've paid you before in the past or have expressed interest on potentially paying you.
Yeah. Oh, that makes a ton of sense. Yeah, being able to kind of grab that low-hanging fruit.
Yep.
That makes a ton of sense. So then once I start building that, once I start getting that clientele built up a little bit, how do I best target that money that I just generated through a campaign like that?
Yep.
How do I target that best to now making it a sustainable, essentially a sustainable pot of money that I can invest now in marketing?
To keep growing it, right?
To keep it
find
going.
new customers.
Right. And to keep that pool of money that I'm going to allocate towards marketing growing as well, right?
Yes. So what you want to do is now you want to have a two-step plan. So one, you don't want to abandon the habits that got you the cash flow in the first place.
Yeah.
So you want to keep running campaigns to your existing customers to stay top of mind and always have new offers or new ways to renew them throughout the year. So that never goes away, right?
Perfect.
So that's one system. The second system is to go and get new customers. And the way to do that is look at the people who are paying you money and basically profile them. Create an avatar of who are these people?
Yeah.
Where do they live? Is it zip code? Is it city? What are they buying? How much are they spending? What do they do for a living? Do they have kids? And figure out all of those attributes first before you spend a penny on acquiring new customers. Then when you do that, you're going to go onto Facebook or you're going to go onto Instagram or you're going to go onto YouTube, whatever channel you use, and create that exact avatar. And then you're going to start testing messages that's going to make them respond. And then you just keep testing and optimizing to get new customer acquisition.
Okay. So what's a good strategy for that? Like you mentioned different campaigns or different things that you can do. Kind of what's a good strategy then to start targeting those people that I want to hit?
Gotcha. So as far as go a little bit more deeper in the question.
So like a specific strategy. So let's use Facebook because Facebook just seems to be very effective and have a lot of tools for people. So what would be a good strategy on Facebook to really target those people?
Target those people? So I would actually either upload your customer list and then create a lookalike audience based on that list. If your list isn't big enough, like say you only have 10 clients or something, then I would go to your Facebook page and people who engaged on your page. Then if you don't even have that, and let's say you're starting from scratch, then I would actually run boosted posts to content. And allocate a certain dollar amount, no matter if it's $5, $10, $15, $20. Spend that so that you can then retarget people who have engaged on your page.
Nice.
And then from there, once you get about 500 to 1,000 people who have, then I would create a lookalike audience based off of the people
Right.
who engage, and then that's how it would grow.
Okay, awesome. And so as that grows, then how much would you say of your revenue coming in are you going to want to allocate towards marketing?
That's a good question. So
Yeah.
basically what you want to do is, depending on how aggressive you want your growth to be,
Yeah.
and a lot of that has to do with your cash flow, lifetime value of a customer, all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So you have to take that into account. But
sure,
what
for
I
sure.
would do is, if you are, cash flow positive
Yeah.
each month, you could do as little as, 10% of that money, or, get as aggressive as 20, 30, 40%.
Right.
But if you're an individual, I would start actually lower,
Mm-hmm.
unless you have absolutely like no clients or you're really struggling, you need to get more,
Right.
because you can only handle so much of a workload.
Right. You can only grow so fast.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you have to keep a good balance. Now, if you were like, let's say a team of 4, and you really wanted to kind of scale that up, then you
Yeah.
would be a little more aggressive.
Okay. Awesome. So how do you decide when it's time to scale up? So obviously you have to be able to handle it business-wise, but say, that's in order. I just hired somebody new.
You got your infrastructure in place.
Where do I decide to then put my money? Where do I decide to really hit it?
Scale it up.
To scale it up that next level.
Well, that's a decision that you have to make as far as, how fast you want that growth. But
Mhm.
if you have the infrastructure in place, then it's a matter of starting to scale your marketing campaigns in a way slowly. So you don't want to get too aggressive too quick, because then it messes the numbers up and you put your business at risk.
Mm-hmm.
So you look at, okay, if it's working and I'm spending a couple $100 a month, let's see if I, increase that by 20, 30% the following month, see how that does. If it works out well, you do it again, and you just go in little stages. Once you have a model where it's like every time you ramp up, you seem to keep getting the same result, then you can get a little bit more aggressive.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you just keep scaling up until the returns start to diminish,
Mm-hmm.
and then you find new campaigns, new offers, and then you just start again, and you keep
Perfect.
testing and optimizing.
Nice. Okay, that makes a ton of sense. All right. I think that's all I've got
Cool.
for today. Yeah.
Cool. So glad. Hopefully those tips helped,
Yeah.
and you guys got some value from that. But that's exactly how we do if you're starting as an individual. So
Right. That's kind of how to start and how to grow.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Perfect. Love it.
well, great. Thanks a lot. If you guys ever have
Yep.
any questions, just let me know, and talk to you.